do you want to break into cybersecurity but you don't know where to start? Well, you're better off with free training before you start paying for anything, just to make sure that you enjoy it. Now in this video, I'm going to show you the top 5 free cybersecurity courses that you can start today. Hi, my name's AJ. I've been in cybersecurity for the last 9 years, and on this channel, I teach all things cybersecurity for beginners. So let's get into it. Course 1 then is actually the Forage cybersecurity job simulation. Now, if you head over to their website, which is this one here, it's guided here to try and give you confidence to actually get a particular job. And what they've got in here are things that they call job simulations. And what they're trying to do then is help you develop practical skills with online courses that actually try and reflect real world application and actually try and give you hands-on skills. So you come into job simulations, and then if you go into view all, you'll be able to see in here that there's many different types of job sectors in here. But there's this one in particular. There's a few different cybersecurity ones, but this one, which is posted by MasterCard, and this job simulation guides you through some training, and you can see it here. So in this program here, 30 to 60 minutes about crafting email phishing simulation to be used to raise awareness of one of the most common threats organizations face today. So the way that it works then is that you have these guided tasks, pre-recorded videos. There's no live sessions. It's all self-paced. They do give you a certificate at the end of it. I don't know too much about Forage and their certifications, but I don't think any of these free certifications will hold as much weight as some of the paid ones, for example. And maybe some of these lesser known ones won't particularly be able to get you a job on its own. But the whole point of these free courses and certifications is just to help you understand if it's something that you're going to enjoy, and it can help also teach you fundamentals as well. So like I said, this one here then, the first task is helping you create a phishing awareness simulation program, and task 2 then is to actually interpret the performance of the phishing email simulation to be able to deliver phishing prevention training to affected teams. So they're trying to put you in real life situations, which is pretty good, and which is one reason that I like it. They've got some really good reviews as well. Again, and this is all completely free, and you do get a certificate at the end of it, which is pretty good. But don't expect any one of these to be able to get you a job straight after it. But it is going to be good to give you some of those foundational skills, which is what you're looking for out of these free courses. So the second course then, and this actually comes with labs, is Range Force, and they've got this free cyber range. So Range Force then, they have these hands-on practical labs, and the idea then is that they're trying to help build defensive cybersecurity teams. So these are actually hands-on labs, as you can see here. So if we go into the platform, it'll give you some more information what they're trying to do here. So actively trying to drop teams into a particular breach. So they've got cloud-based labs in here, and there is free ones, which I'll show you shortly. And there's thousands of hours in here actually that have been gone through by different companies. You can see the list of companies that actually use it to train up their employees. So that is good to see that it's been used by real world cybersecurity professionals, which is good. And you can see in here then the different things that they're going to be teaching you, how to triage alerts, red team versus blue team. There's a lot of different types of labs in here, which is really, really good to see, because ultimately these hands-on labs are what are going to help give you the hands-on experience, which a lot of these companies are looking for. And as you can see here, there are free solo labs. So you can get access to some free technical skills labs in a matter of minutes, which is really, really good to see. Advanced malware labs, understand how attackers hijack websites, go deep into ransomware threat tactics, techniques, and procedures. So again, you're not going to get a job straight off the back of just doing these labs. They are really good labs to be able to get hands-on experience, and actually again to build up those fundamental skills. So course number 3 then, that is actually the BlueTeam level 1 certification. So this is actually a really, really good certification that we've seen a lot of our employees go through and actually find some success with from the knowledge that they're gaining. And this certification is relatively new, but it's starting to hold a lot more weight in the industry as well. But their certification is paid, but they do offer some free training in here as well. So again, these are very much like hands-on labs, but they also provide theory in here as well. They got these free courses, as you can see, which is the BlueTeam Junior Analyst to help you on your kind of beginner pathway. Shows you that it's entry level, around 30 hours to complete it, and it gives you the idea here that you can see that it's free, and of course the course content then. So teaching you introduction to threat hunting, Introduction to Vulnerability Management, Digital Forensics, so that's a really good one, Network Analysis, Dark Web Operations, and also to OSINT as well. So this is a really, really good free course that you can get stuck into. And like I mentioned, the actual certification itself does hold a lot of weight in the industry now. A lot more cybersecurity professionals and beginners are actually taking this certification, and it is helping them skill up, either if they're already a professional into a more higher paying role, or actually getting their first role as well. So this is a really, really good company, Security BlueTeam. I highly recommend this free entry level course if you're looking for another course to go after. Again, maybe not on its own. This course is probably not going to get you a job like any of these free courses. You're going to have to combine them together with most likely paid certifications and also hands-on experience by building your own home labs as well, because this is what companies are actually looking for. But again, this is a good course to go down and a really good one to start with. So course 4 then is actually the TryHackme beginner learning path, and TryHackme is a well-known online labs provider, but they also do provide training content as well. So their labs are actually really good. They're often more kind of guided labs, so tailored more towards beginners, but they do provide the kind of hands-on security training, like it mentions here, through real-world scenarios, which again is really good experience. They provide kind of the offensive and defensive training, so blue team and red team. So this can help you understand which pathway you want to go down. And there's a lot more in here that you can get involved in as well. They do have this free TryHackme training, and it's their ultimate guide for beginners, which is really, really good. And it's broken down into different levels, so just to help get you started, easing you into the cybersecurity training, which is good, guiding you through different tooling, different CTF, capture the flag practice, understanding web-based attacks and web exploits and things like that. And then it gets more detailed as well, going into reverse engineering, networking, privilege escalation, for example, and then more into the CTFs and things like that. And like you can see here, it also goes into details into Windows as well. So it covers quite a broad range of topics, which is really good for beginners. Because starting out, it can be quite daunting when getting into cybersecurity. When I first started out, I felt like there was a lot to learn, and there is, but don't try to learn everything. You're not expected to be an expert in every single area. When you're starting out, just get a feel for different areas like they've got in here: Windows, privilege escalation, networking. Move up these different levels, start to build the fundamentals, because this is ultimately what you want to do. You're using this free training to see if it's something you're going to enjoy before you then decide to pay for any particular certification or mentorship, for example, and to actually work towards getting that job. Because again, most of this free training, like I mentioned, is not going to get you a job on its own, but it is really good for you to start out and start to gain some of that knowledge, which is the whole point of what you're doing when you're starting out as a beginner. And the final one then, and course 5, is actually Let's Defend, and they've got SOC simulation training in here as well, which is really, really good, as well as many other pathways. So Let's Defend, much like TryHackme, is a online course provider, but also provides access to online labs as well. But they're more tailored towards specifically blue team training, which is also really good. So you can see that they've got these free courses in here: SOC fundamentals, phishing email analysis. They break it down into people who are new into cybersecurity, so you can explore a lot of these courses. So if we go to explore full courses, so you can actually access the course names without an account, but you will need an account. But like I mentioned, it is free to actually go into each one of these courses. They do offer some certificates as well, but these certificates on their own, like I said, aren't going to hold much weight. But again, what you're just trying to hear is just to go in, learn the different areas that you need to, even focus on particular pathways as well. So as you can see here, then broken down into different pathways, how to do a career switch. Maybe you want to go into AWS security, for example, or you want to go down a SOC analyst learning path. This can kind of help you understand what cybersecurity jobs are actually of interest to you, because you don't want to try and learn everything. You actually want to pick a job role and then just learn the skills for that job role, and then do the home projects and get the hands-on labs related to those to that particular job, because this is going to allow you to specialize then and actually stand out from the other candidates who are kind of more general and maybe have already done their kind of fundamental training. You want to be a more specialized candidate, and this is what can help you stand out. So Again, this is really good. Some of the training here is more general, but then they do have a lot of the more tailored pathways as well, which I would probably recommend going down. So this is a really great certification path. They even have some of the CompTIA training in here as well. So I would definitely highly recommend this. So to conclude then, you now have a better understanding of some of the free courses that you can go ahead and try now to start learning cybersecurity. Like I mentioned, these courses on their own are not going to get you a job, but what they will do is help you learn the fundamentals, which is hugely important when you're starting out. And also, don't pay for anything when you're starting out, because you need to know if you're going to enjoy it. Now, if you want to understand if cybersecurity is still a good career to get into in 2025, go and watch this video next. I want to say thank you for watching. I'll see you over there.